It's been a long day, but we are going to do some offense film. It's not fun. It's not fun. I've broken down some of these things on social media today. Let's just go through and talk about what the Browns put on the field against the Vikings. First play, 12 personnel, just a little inside zone. Far too often we're bullied at the line of scrimmage, as you'll see here. And I promise there are positives in this, but not as many as you would like. As you'll see off the right side, we have to do a better job right here to keep him from crashing down inside. This end beats us across our face. It condenses pretty much everything we can do. We have to be able to get one of these two here or here. We also need these two to stop chasing the same person. Just again, a little bit of an indictment of why this offense can't find success down to down. Right here, getting beat inside, and then two linebackers, neither of which are touched until they don't get touched at all. So this is running back creating yards that shouldn't be their play. Nice job, Quinshon Judkins, the rookie. Second down now. Try to keep this in line. I'll kind of remind you of the timestamp. So we are 2nd and 6. First drive. We're going to do a little bit of some wind back motion. So we're going to go here, snap. We're going to go kick out the backside edge. I don't mind this. It's a little different wrinkle. I would really like it if you had a play action concept off of it, which we never did see in this game. But maybe we will next week. This is a little same side duo. Right, we're not touching zero, so we're just climbing. You'll see that zero here is the untouched Mike. Right? It even, some people would probably label this inside zone since eyes are up for the backers. Not bad. Just we need this block right here to be more vicious. We need him to know he has this player right here. So you need to block here. Okay? This is the stuff that seems to get missed quite often. He gets there eventually, but he doesn't really go there in the most timely fashion. And maybe I'm giving Thrash a little bit of a hard time. He does seem to get back and in position. But this zone run lane, and again, these are tight ends, I'm fully aware, but in this offense, if you want to be really good as a running team, you need to kick butt right here, and you need to kick butt right here. If you do that, you have a natural run alley through here, because we get this blocked right here. You guys can see it. Leviston loses his man a little bit late, but he's not going to stop it. It's the tight ends that get things condensed. So now we go back. It's a holding penalty on that play, I think. Leviston gets called for holding. So now we're 2nd and 15. Little wind back motion. I don't mind this, like reverse orbit motion. We're going to sell outside zone, pump fake the swing screen, and then come back to a tight end. David's a little slow. You got to pick up the tempo on that. We almost get it blown up in the backfield. You'll see here, but this works out pretty well. They do a nice job. They do a nice job on this. So we're winding back, pump fake that. I mean, Dylan wants to throw it right now, obviously, because nobody touches. Teller doesn't touch the shade. Like, nobody touches this guy right here. And we get lucky that Gabriel's able to make this work with a little arm angle change and drop this off. The tempo is too slow from the tight end, given the nature of the pressure, but it works to get us into a 3rd and 3. 12 personnel going to motion into double wing. Pump fake it. We're going to try to hit a little crosser. Man coverage. I don't hate this concept against man coverage, right? So we're here. here. Usually check release flat, chip release flat. So now we got to identify where's the low hole player going, where's the high hole player going as the quarterback, right? Reach out, ball fake over the top. It's pretty well covered. To the Vikings' credit, they don't really lose any ground, even though guys have to split in between others. I think Judy is probably the answer here, but the only reason you feel like Judy is the answer because, right, we get a little eyes on, right? If you go to the time when it's neutral, he hasn't made his throw decision yet. Hard to pick on either of these. We just got to get the angle right to have a chance. This ball's missed high, so I get it, right? But that's just a low percentage opportunity on this one. Where you're hoping somebody can spring free off this look. Just really high and behind here. Judy's probably your best answer, or stepping up and running this off of this look where you don't really have a great answer either side. So we want to convert 3rd and 3s. And this is the next drive out. So we get fumble recovery. Just go with a little wide zone. Pop it. Nice play. Good run. Ends up being 32 yards. You don't mind 32-yard gains. Let's take a look at how this goes. We get in the backfield. Nothing really changes from that motion. So the only thing you're doing with this is tendency beating. Fannon's working all the way to the backside so we don't get run down. Center gets tripped by Fannin on this. Really, this is Judkins one-on-one with the safety. Pretty good job by Joel in the backside. Leviston getting in position. Pretty solid job by Conklin on the front side. Teller being in position. A lot of position blocking on outside zone. Good job by Judkins bouncing it after he runs the bang course, and it's a big run. We like big runs. They actually ran outside zone fine in this game. Pretty good, actually. All right, we're motioning to a little exit to 3-by-1. We got all the zone indicators we need. Clear out the box a little bit. We're not reading this. We might, no, we're not, because we got 3 blockers outside. So there is no read label attached to it, no RPO. These guys are all blocking. Nobody turns to catch the ball or anything, and we're not reading this backside edge or anything. So this is just downhill trap. Good run. Watch it from the tight. We're going to have Batonio pull, so we should get, in theory, here, hinge, here. I think right there is probably what we're getting, but let's see if they go with something different. Yep, we're down here. Yeah, my bad. So that's who we're trapping. Idiot. Goofball. Trapping this one. Go forward. Job by Wyatt coming off late after he realizes they're both on the same guy. Pick one to go after. Nice job. All right. So 2nd and 1, I believe. Could be wrong on that. Let me make sure I got it right. Yep, 2nd and 1. This is a good spot. They feel like get man coverage down in the low red zone. Let's throw it. The Vikings do a really nice job helping each other out. Passing this back off. Covered. 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 The back. Now can we win this in-breaker inside? Let's see what result we get. Yeah, the Vikings do a nice job passing that off in man. I think it's the right throw decision. I don't even have it as a bad route or anything. Wants to go front side, pretty covered up. Work to your backside dig. out in front of him. Maybe, I don't know, again, maybe it's a little more out in front. He can't get a hand on it, but this is a series, a situation where, the defense gets paid too. Sometimes they make nice plays. So well done. Now, this is a concept that I want you to remember. Offset I right here. Down block, pull. Trying to cut right here, I guess, or seal him inside. We're going to take this handoff and try to bounce. Browns would come back to this in the worst drive of the game. Let's see how it goes on the first drive. You don't get the cut. So it's sort of dead on first contact. All right. So again, let's look at the formation. 2 tights, 13 personnel overall, wing, YY, tight end, fullback that's a tight end. And we're just running this, bouncing it. The hope would be that you can get such a good block right here, cut this, and then be around it that we're leading on the corner. That would be the hope. And you're kind of outflanking them that way. See what I'm saying? Or if we crack replace on the safety, these guys take care of each other, right? He's going to run in and try to cover him. He's cracking on the safety. There's nobody else out here. Look at that. This should be a walk-in touchdown, but we don't get 58 blocked. Don't get him cut. He blows it up. And the pursuit catches up. Wouldn't call this great from 72, but he at least gets enough of them out and around. We got to get 58 to the ground, man. That's got to be a block. And at this point, Judkins too, it's 1 yard. It's 3rd and 1. You need 1 yard. Just put the foot in the ground and get upfield. Right? I understand that. He is taught to bounce this wide, but you do have to, at some point, realize the chaos in front of you and try to cut it up. So this is one of the misses I have from Judkins on the day. Just need a yard, brother. Just get vertical. Now again, same thing I talked about on social media today. This is another play they'd come back to later. Interesting formation, kind of a double fullback look. 98 is an extra offensive lineman, even though he's a D lineman. We brought in another big body, Jenkins, right? So no backside Y tight end, okay? Because we want to keep the defense out of their biggest personnel. But the only issue on this, because you're going to get a bunch of down blocking, we're going to get a kick out, and we're going to get an up and through, is there's one spot that this could be a problem. And that is if we get a backside crash guy. He can run it down. Now, sake of this play, there is no wide tight end, so he's even closer. So if he were to come, that's a problem. We are hoping that Malachi Corley right here is able to cut him off. I personally don't like the alignment. I would have him in a very tight wing right here so that ensures he cannot come off the edge and we can at least shield him for the necessary 2 seconds. This play, it works because he stays with Corley, right? He stays with Corley to protect on anything bootleg, and we get downhill at the point of attack. We get a kick out block from Fannin. Huntington creates some chaos. We get a couple yards. Here's a look at it. Now, this is a 5 down front. This is probably their goal line look. 5 down front with a 0 nose right here. So he's going to be down, right? We got a bunch of down blocking happening here. Again, with that kick out, up and through, right? The backside, you just have to take care of the guy over you. He's going to be inside. He's going to be inside. So you're just taking him. We just can't let anything get through here. Because if this edge is turned tight, we have a problem, right? Watch it if this guy turns the edge tight. There's nobody there. But this works just fine. Nice short yardage play. All right. 1st and 10. Or, well, 1st and goal. We're going to go shift out of 12 to double tight. I'm going to go inside zone. Just try to climb vertical. Here we go. I just don't know who's fanning blocking. 44, who you blocking? Can we get one of them? Why are you not here? Right? We can read and account for this guy somehow, or try to get up inside before he gets the play. We got to get somebody right here. What are we doing? Why are you blocking the same guy? Look at the plays made by 26 and 58. Right? So either turn and hinge on him, and we'll deal with this as a running back when we get down in the hole. Something. This touch and nobody thing is what destroys the play. It's the little details, man. All right, we're back in double tight. Y, right? Y. 12 personnel, 2 wide receivers, a little short motion. Okay, gonna get scissors off of this. We're gonna get an immediate shallow from Njoku. We're gonna get an over and under right here, right there, and then a quick slide from Fannin to the flat. So we got multiple options on this play. If the edge bites in, we'll just take the touchdown over the top. Good start. All right, we ended up the first possession. We should have probably got that first down. Nice job there from Judkins. Watch him fake and then see this man inside. Get a body on him. Get a hip check. Nice job. Good work. Good work. Touchdown. All right, next drive out. Okay, we are in 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Here we go. Let's see what happens on this one as we go for 0. I think there's a couple minutes left in the first quarter on this. We are just going... This just looks like base to me. Not duo because we're eyes up and getting to the backers, but they just run a deep safety blitz. Honestly, if we can make the natural cut here, I don't think Wyatt does well enough. Obviously, right? I think he loses his man. He oversteps. It's not where he's going to be. You got to read him once he makes his step. If he steps left, he's got the angle to turn this off. Because if we do get this block, we got a chance to get vertical through that hole. Right? The backside safety blitzing from depth is the one who does it in. So now, let's see here. We are on 2nd and 10. This is a little wrinkle concept. So we're going to slide the back underneath and to the flat, and we're going to kind of boot his direction. And we're going to run, right? We're going to run a little bootleg. We have a high, intermediate, and a low, right? Nothing fancy, no fake in the backfield. We're just taking him opposite under and through and just blocking down here, right? I think we're blocking down from here to seal the edge. This is just sprint out. Well blocked. Right? This is fine. 6-yard gain. Works. We'll see it again. Sending Njoku out, but keeping Fannin in, 44. We can't lose the left tackle here, which I think this is one of Cam Robinson's few series. We can't lose 93 right here, right? Can't get moved one jab step. He's the one who creates pressure, or we can, if we get out here, there's a chance we can maybe read it high to low. But we have obviously some pressure to deal with there. All right, 2x2. Now let's just run their variation of smash. They ran this pretty much all day with a drive concept on the backside. Here, right? Quarterback gets it out fast. Now, in theory, and we're going to talk about some spots where I think Dylan's height gave him some inability to see everything. Because that's definitely true. This is fine. First down pickup on 3rd and 4. Right? We don't mind it. But you'll see David win his route. Right? This is not really that open. Right? David's the one who's open. He's won the route. I, personally, because of this chaos inside his line of sight, I don't think he can see this. I think he just sees this and he feels this interior pressure right here and gets it out into the window that he has. So this would take a little slide left and trying to find the window to get downfield to who is your actually open player on this. Right? Something to think about. Just again, showing you examples of where that will come up. Now, this is a bummer. I'll play it through. We'll watch it from the tight. You hate when 56-yard touchdowns are called back. I thought initially this hold was pretty egregious. It's really not. This is just power. Backside guard, up and through. Down blocking, right? That's all we're trying to do. Hinge. The gap we're trying to run through is right through here. Now on the snap, right? Because of that tight look, we get 2 down blocks, so we're in good shape. The problem is we get this crossing his face, and it congests everything. If he does run inside like this, what you would like to do is just run him inside. Run him inside. A little further. Ideally, we'd like to hinge and open it up, but this is a down stunt. Everything's fine right now. I mean, at this point, we would like him to run him. But this is a good call. I mean, it's just a good job by the defense having this in place because it really messes with this scheme, right? For the puller, it just messes with the hole you're trying to open up. So this is a good run stunt by the defense. But we adjust, right? We adjust. Boom. Let's bounce it. I mean, I see it. I get it. I get it. That's all I'm saying. But I don't think it's that bad. I think there's a hold like this on every play. They also called Bond for holding. This judge way back here. You'll see him late. Throw the hold right here. I mean, look, man, I'm just saying I watch a lot of football. These are happening every single play. And I thought it was worse. I thought it was worse. Even the Vikings, I mean, 2 is reacting fine. He's out of the play. It's actually pretty good effort from Bond to get him out. Just holds on when he shouldn't. But I'm telling you, those are ticky-tack to me, man. You can argue all you want, but I watch enough of these freaking plays from other teams, man. This is the stuff that goes on every snap. So we move back 10. 1st and 20 now. We got to complete these. This is a concept the Browns will run from tight. Usually involves deep curl, some sort of release to the flat. This time it's going to be the high motion. We're going to get a chip release to the flat. And we're just trying to stress what we think is going to be cover 2, right? Down corners, cover 2, hook zones. Can we find voids in coverage? That's what we're trying to find. We got 2 of them. No pressure yet. Quarterbacks shouldn't be rushed to throw this to the flat. We don't have pressure yet. Stick in. You got this movement here coming underneath for David's in, so he doesn't chip release to the flat. He chip releases and then he's inside. We got this throw and this throw, man. We got to make it. One of the two. One of the two. You should have had a chunk gain here, not a batted ball. Right? There's nothing in this pocket that should be stopping you from finding this. This is clean. This is clean. Let's make the throw. Let's make the throw. 2nd and 20. 2x2 tight. Looks like we're going front side flat stick. I think we're trying to get to the backside here personally. We're going here. This is very vanilla to the front side. We're trying to go the deep over and then work a backside dig into this window. I think we're trying to get to the backside. The blitz, the pressure, how quickly it arrives, gets it out of his hands fast. It's It's only a 5-yard gain, right? But I think there was a desire to get to the right side. I think there was a desire to get to that over off the backside or the backside dig, but that blitz, which is fine by Ford, who does get in the way, right? There we go. All right, let's keep it moving. And let me make sure I got everything set up right here. So, again, we are in 12 personnel. They call Cam Robinson on this play to start the second quarter. This is one of the two that they call where he's labeled as in the backfield. So this play ends up being nullified. They actually get to a double move. And it's a play that that had we sat in and read this is a ball we could have thrown. One of the few times now would have been called back, but they have not hit many of these double moves, which is a pretty big bummer, right? Like, these are moves they need to get to. Downfield shot throws, making double moves on guys. Good look at Robinson in pass protection there against Grenard. It's a reason to feel some optimism. It's pretty clean, right? Gets a little help, but this is a good block. Got time, right? You got time. 3rd and 20 on that play, so not much to it, but I would have liked to have found the deep route on that one. Next possession out. Okay. I like this exit motion because we get an indicator of whether it's zone or man. So we unfolded it's going to be zone. Now it's about who handles the stick and who goes. We'll take that throw. I'd love for us to be able to just turn up field and get 5 or 6 yards on this, right? Quarterback stops you from running out of bounds. Just go. Get vertical. Run. I don't know why we're stopping and allowing this to only be 3 yards when it could have been far more, right? Watch up front. Not bad. A lot of stunting, man. These guys, Wyatt at right guard here does whiff. You'll see this outside hand doesn't do its job to initially punch, right? Gets swiped off. Now he's getting vertical. Ball's out, though, so those are sometimes labeled as beat when it's true, but it doesn't impact the play. Now, getting some man indicators, but since nobody travels the way you would think, I'm probably on zone, which is what it ends up being. We're going to run a little Y counter, but with a read, I think, from pistol here. I mean, I don't hate this conceptually, but not the correct read by the quarterback on this one. So, a couple things. First is that we don't do well enough. If this ball was given, this guy's a problem. We don't do well enough with 50. So even if we've given this and we're working, the kick out and the up and through, this would not be a good spot. Now we are reading 15 at the NFL level. These guys are fast enough to show you one thing and redirect off of it. So this is something that Dylan's got to learn from. This is not Oregon State you're playing against anymore. These are dudes. So that mesh point needs to be closer to 15, right? But even if this play was, again, on 2nd and 7, run to the front side, look at the problems. Problem. We can't get anything off this because we don't. I mean, look at this is our tight end right here. Left one-on-one with 98, who just puts him in the backfield. This is going 3-yard loss no matter where the Browns gave the football. Right? That is really ugly on the front side. We couldn't even get to our kick out because this is lost so badly. Try to pull it, get outside. Yeah. He'll have opportunities to pull some of those. That was not the time. Also, pistol at the NFL level, really hard. The athletes are too good. The backs need to be beside you. All right, here we go. This is something that the Vikings have started to do. Put our safeties down and then wheel them back into cover two, right? It's third and long, right? I think we have third and 10. This is what they do. They've shown this. This is a look that Gabriel and company should be familiar with. I don't. This is man, so they are just running man off of it. Too high man. Actually, this is a really one high. We're cheating over. I think we're bringing. Are we bringing 5 up front? No, they're only bringing 4. So you have an extra body being the safety coming down and sitting in the low hole, high hole, and then man everywhere else. This is tough coverage. Tough coverage. But they played a lot of third down man. And we got 2 routes over here being run. One at 6 yards, right? Where'd they snap this? Yeah, it's right at the 6-yard line. So you're running one at 6 and one at 8 to 10. This side's dead. What are we doing? That route concept is bad. And then we got one backside inbreaker. Like the options here are so shallow on this. Like what are we doing to the right side? We're chip releasing. We got 2 guys releasing into the same place. We got like a swing screen action over here. I don't even know if that's the purpose because I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. This left side route concepts it's so bad. Like I do not understand what we're doing. We almost get out of it. Quarterback almost makes a play. Would have been nice to get that result. Ends up a yard short. All right, left tackle just getting bull rushed into the quarterback's face. Does a pretty good job with ball security here, keeping it clean. Batonio, Posick do fine passing this one off. Kind of a little leaky there with 97 getting through, but almost get a first down, but there was no route option there. Next time out. A lot of second quarter plays. Jet sweep. We run one. Release the tackle wide after a jab step inside. I like it. It works. Other teams do it to us all the time. That's fun. Got to give it to that player every now and again. No teams take it seriously with the Browns. Nice job. Well blocked. Maybe out here, though. I'm just saying, Jerry. I know you run off. Once he passes you off, can we try to maybe go inside? Could we go inside and try to... I don't know. I'm probably being picky. But a good job. Good play. 1st and 10 now. 12 personnel. More fly motion. Nobody travels, so we know it's zone. If we want to throw it, running wide zone. Oh, this should have been a big play. Oh, this should have been a big one. Oh, man, we got to get to 0. Can we somehow find a way, even though I know he's stepping opposite, but can you two please get to 0 somehow? If you do, this is a big run. We got 2 on the same guy. Joel tries late. The coaching point is probably for Posick to just stay on, which I understand. I get it. But man, if 0 isn't there to fit that run, that is a nice hole. That sets up exactly how you want it to. Oh man. Close. All right, we're back in 12 again. Flat motion to wheel up the sideline. And we miss the block. Max protection, same side. It's a bummer because this is max protection. Should get time to throw it. And this is open. That return route he runs, right? In, back out. It's open. If we could have gotten to it. As you'll see here, though. For some reason, nobody goes here. These two go here. He goes in, and nobody's here for this man. I don't know. I'm not in the coach's office. I don't know who's supposed to be taking him, but it sure feels like 72. Can't get to the play. Take a sack. -6 on 2nd and 7. So now we have to come back. 3rd down. We're in 3-by-1 out of 11 now. And we got a whole bunch of purple hats up near the line of scrimmage. So now you're just trying to sort it all out. Looks like they're thinking selling zero blitz, playing some of that Flores weird off man catch coverage. But they're actually not. You're going to see them punch out. They're playing like a 3-man zone here where he's taking first in. He's taking deep middle. He's taking anything out breaking. So if you get something here and then you put him on an out route, you got a chance against it. And that is right where you want it. Right? Sitting him down in front of that player, not running him into him, sitting him down in front of it. The problem is we don't catch it. Protection's actually not bad. Everybody gets to a body. Quarterback gets a chance to read it. He sits him down right where he should. You got to go down and get it, man. Got to go down and get it. So you don't get anything on that drive. All right. Now we are at the 2-minute mark in the first half. 2-minute mark. Alrighty, motion back in and then back to the right. We got every indicator of zone, even though they're making it look a little bit like man. They're playing cover 2. The right guard, I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know what you're doing. Everybody's stepping zone left, except for the guy wearing number 77. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, he got the play wrong. Veterans. Empty. I guess with this quads look, we're trying to throw a slot screen, or you can throw the backside slant. Good thing we didn't try to throw the slot screen left. We get nobody on 58. It's not the best throw Gabriel's ever had on the slant, but Judy catches that one. So you get some positive there, right? On 2nd and 14. So now we're 3rd and 8. So here's what I would love. I like the route concept they're trying to get to. I don't mind it one bit. Because you are facing man. You know this now. Can we get something where, and I talked about this, the Vikings did it perfectly. Can we get a bunch of linemen over here, get 2 in here, and run a route that destructs this in some way, shape, or form, so that this out route, which they complete it, it's fine, but just something to make this player have to run something different. Like, hey, man, how about an in breaker that makes him have to run over the top? I don't know. Just like little details. 7 yards. Works out. Short by a couple steps, but we just missed it. It's just like these are the little things that can spring bigger plays. All right. This is 4th and short. 4th and 1. This is pretty bold. Let's just run inside zone, I think is all we're running here. Yep. Down blocking. This is against a heavy front, man. I mean, this is a 6-man front. And you're running this. Bold, but again, churn forward. Get a first down, 2-yard run. So we're moving now. 1:11 on the clock for this play. 3-by-1. Got speed out. We got an in breaker. Hey, man, against man coverage, though, This, if we drift on this, like this is like a 5-step slant from David right here. You're going to see against off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in. We can't drift too far. If it's a short, now here's my point. If it's a short one, 1, 2, 3, we can get it a hard angle. If we go 5 and then try to stay skinny, he can undercut that. So just, I think this is probably a coaching point where this just is too vertical off of this. And listen, I don't think it's the most accurate football. Does he? I mean, it's not, it's actually not going to be bad. This is just, you know, a talking point for let's put it a little further out away from the defense, possibly. But this is the risk you run on a guy undercutting some of these. Something to be aware of. Also, the second slant is also open, but he works front side. You'll watch Dylan's eyes. He works off of wanting to throw the speed out, comes off of it pretty quick, and comes back. All right, let's keep it moving. Second down now. Screen, well set up. Nice job, good execution. Everybody running downfield. Good job by Ford. Watch it tight. See how everybody passes this off inside. Good job staying on by Batonio. Once Teller loses his, get out in front. Yeah, this is perfect. All right, we'll take the tight end from the backside, run him on a shallow, have his man chase him, stay out in front. Good concept.